Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning Banstas show. And we have our mate Lee Gunner, a day later than usual, but he's here. Lee, had a good weekend, mate.
Yeah, thanks for having me on again, mate. It was a good weekend until the banter club rolled into town on Sunday evening, and it was poor, wasn't it? But yeah, sorry, I'm a day late. They were going on.
I understand, mate. I know you've got.
They were going on over here. They were going on over here like it was going to be like major lockdown, like batten down the hatches and all that. So I went and done a big food shop and all that. I spoke to my neighbour today, and he goes, "Nah, mate, bars and restaurants stay open until 6." So I'm like, okay. So they used to shut at 10 or 10:30. You had to be home by 11. Yeah, but they're shutting at 6. I was like, well, why did I go and do a food shop? Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, never mind. It's all right. It's fine. No, it's fine. And Teddy was very good yesterday. Teddy was on, and you know Teddy, don't you? Yeah, it's very good. He put some very good points about the game on Sunday. And actually, I think I started to agree with these players have got to look. I think the mentality of our players, you know, Lee. We were having a good chat about that. Is that they seem to think that they've beaten Manchester United and suddenly they can just turn up against Aston Villa. You know what I'm saying? It's that sort of attitude. I think that separates us from the big teams, that to treat every opposition with the same respect. That's why they consistently play the same way every week and with the same commitment. That's what I've noticed about Arsenal. That's why I think our mentality from top to bottom, from the manager down to the players, is all wrong. I don't know.
I think it's been like that for years. Like even under Wenger, the last few years of Wenger, it was just like, you know, they're down tools whenever they feel like it. But as soon as it's a cup semi, suddenly we'll turn up. You know, it's the same under this guy. But this is where you've got to have a manager that's strong. Yeah, and we ain't got that. Yeah, this guy, not for me, mate. Like I said it so many times. I'm bored of saying it. For me, he ain't ever going to command the respect of half of these players because he was a bang average footballer himself. Let's be real here. Yeah, he was a panic buy, and yeah, it's all well and good. Big up DJ DQ, but it's kind of sad, really, because if we had gone and got a manager of an elite stature, would we have won the FA Cup? Who knows? Yeah, but I'll tell you something, we'd be a lot better going forward because defensively, I see some still photographs yesterday doing the rounds online, and I see we were 2-0 down, and we had 8 men in a row on the edge of our box. 8 men. We're 2-0 down.
I was saying,
yeah, it's a joke, mate.
I was saying that. Look who's turned up. Would you believe it? Turns up when they're on a good run. He says, "Hello, boys. DT Willian is better than Zilich." Yeah, right. I heard some Luiz and Czech. Why does he and Robbie always play the same nonsense? Listen, I've never said that Willian is better than Zilich. Never in a million years.
No chance, mate. That Ziyech the other day, that was one of the best individual performances I've seen in years. He was brilliant, mate. Absolutely pulled the strings. And you know what? It makes it even worse that we could have had him. We got offered him. Overmars offered him to us, and we were like, "Nah, we don't want him, mate."
Zane is in the chat. He's going, if Arteta goes, who would you want as manager?
Good question. It's a tough one because me personally, and I know I upset so many people when I say this, I wanted Jose. And the reason I wanted Jose is because he's been there, done it, won it. He's had some bigger and better players than we've got. So I think we need somebody of that level. Yeah, how many managers out there are at that level? Allegri sat at home doing nothing. Maybe get him. Maybe go and get Rafa Benitez. Rafa, maybe.
But would that be similar in a sort of way?
Simeone's the one, isn't it? Simeone's the dream. But people sit there and say, yeah, but he plays the same style of football as Arteta's playing. Well, he don't. You obviously don't watch Spanish football, because Atletico Madrid defend as a unit, and they attack as a unit. Yeah, and we play forward and back together. So yeah, maybe Rafa.
We play low block football, low block.
Not Park the Bus then, Claude. Low block, yeah.
That's not black, low block. Low block football.
It's funny, isn't it? It's funny how things go, because when we were linked with Jose, oh, we don't want Jose. He plays boring Park the Bus football. Now we're doing it. It's called low block. Oh, the low block. It's not a low block. It's Park.
You couldn't make it up. All these people. No, we don't want Mourinho. We don't want Mourinho. This bloke is more negative than Mourinho.
It's mad, mate. Like I said, that photo I see, we're 2-0 down. We had 8 players in a row on the edge of our box, and they still scored. It's mad. Unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable. And the thing is,
if you want a counter attack, you've got to run from one into the pit. Oh my God.
Mate, it's crazy. It's unbelievable, Claude. And the thing that's mad with it is as well, right? I see a stat last night. I said this on my show last night. In the second halves of games this season, we have had the least amount of shots out of the 92 Football League teams. That's unbelievable, isn't it?
No, that's why another stat you can, if you look at the last 6 games, forget Fulham and West Ham for the first 2 games. You look at the last 6 games, scored 4, conceded 9. Yeah. And there's people before, there was someone quoting before the Villa game, we got the best defence in the league. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I worked it out last night, right? If we carry on at the current ratio of goals against and goals for and stuff like that, right? We end up scoring 42 goals this season and conceding 47, 28 points off the top. I'm sorry, mate. Like, we've got one of the best strikers in the world being wasted out on the left wing. Jamie Vardy don't play left wing for Leicester, does he? You know, Aguero don't play left wing for City. Kane don't play left wing for Tottenham. Why are we playing? And do you know what the funny thing is, Claude, right? The amount of people, so I checked it last night, the amount of people who think that Aubameyang's set position is left wing and that's what he did for Dortmund. Yeah? He played 100 and something odd games up front for Dortmund and scored 100 and something odd goals as a striker. That was without playing on the wing. By the way, he only played 10 games for Dortmund at left wing. So why are we putting him on the wing?
Kenny, no, I've had this argument with Kenny. Kenny seems to think he can't play down the middle, and I always respect Kenny because Kenny always got a lot of time for Kenny when he's talking football. In fact, I think he talks a lot more than anyone. But he seems to think that Aubameyang can't play down the middle because of his hold-up play.
I disagree. Mate, when he was at Dortmund, yeah, I know it's a different league, but when he was at Dortmund, I think it was 120 something games up front, 115 goals. Yeah, 28 assists. He was involved in over 140 goals or whatever, playing up front as a striker. And this is the thing. If he can't hold the ball up, which Kenny might have a point with, play to his strengths, play over the top, play him in behind. When you look at Jamie Vardy, is Jamie Vardy the big physical specimen? Not really. Yeah. They don't get him with his back to goal, holding the ball up and linking play. They get him on the half turn, running in at goal.
Exactly.
Play to his strength.
The trouble is with people, a lot of people start comparing him with Thierry Henry, who used to come in from But you can't compare Thierry Henry.
You got a couple of super chats. One from Zane said we should have got Jose. He's doing miracles with a scum down the road. He is. I'm kind of worried about them. You got another one. Another one from Robbie says El Neni, Holding, Xhaka and Ketia, no top 4 with the likes of those in your match day program. It's as simple as that. But yeah, it's mad. And you got another one.
My office staff this morning, I don't know where they are.
they're in lockdown, Claude. They're in lockdown.
No, I give them lockdown. I'm missing all these chats here. Where they're my office boys. I'll have to have a meetings about this. Where is? Let's have a look. Let's go on. Keep going. Yeah. No, what was I was saying? People comparing him with Thierry Henry used to come in from wide, but you can't compare Thierry Henry with aubameyang. It's like they're miles apart.
And this is the thing. This is the thing, mate.
Miles apart.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? Thierry Henry was, listen, he's going to be one of the greatest players we've ever seen at our football club. And that's a fact. We ain't getting a player better than that. Yeah, we ain't ever getting a player better than that between now and when we fuck off to hell. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's mad. But aubameyang is a relentless goal scorer. Relentless. His movement in the penalty box is mad. People can sit there and say to me, like, oh, yeah, but he scored most of his goals from the left. And does that mean we can't play him up front then? What does Eddie Nketiah and Alex Lacazette do up front that aubameyang can't? Aubameyang's relentless up front. Put him up front, put the wingers out there, Pepe, Saka, and Partey in midfield. And then all of a sudden, you've now got a little bit of a spine there. You put Gabriel at the back, you've got the goalkeeper. Yeah, you've got half a team there already. Then you plug the gap, you put Tierney in at left back. You know, it's really not difficult for me, mate. And I just look at it and I think, like,
Martinez in goal.
Yeah, Martinez. He's kept more clean sheets at the Emirates this season than Leno.
Yeah, exactly.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he could have been playing cards league.
He could have had a deck chair out with a little cigar on the go, going, well, I bet he was walking off the pitch going, yeah, fuck your process. You got another super chat here from Zane, mate.
He's a very nice guy, Zane. He's keeping me going, Zane. Where is it? Where's this Zane? What did you say, Zane? Was it right?
Brendan Rodgers, even though Claude said Emery is the Spanish Rodgers. Listen, I like Brendan Rodgers. I think Brendan Rodgers is a good manager. Very good manager.
Oh, this one, yeah. All right. Yeah.
I think he's a good manager, Brendan Rodgers. But is he going to leave Leicester to come to Arsenal when they're sat top of the table? He's got Tillemans in his team. He's got Maddison. He's got Vardy. I doubt he's going anywhere. Yes, we're a bigger football club, of course, but they're a better run football club by a million miles.
There's another one here. So, Ryan, sorry if I'm missing because I'm short of staff today. Sell Laka and Jack go and get Edouard. Now, this is an interesting one. Edouard from Celtic. I don't know much about him, Lee. I confess I don't watch videos on YouTube because they can be deceiving. So, can you tell me much about him?
He's, for the price tag, he's worth it, I think. Like, at the end of the day, Lacazette, I've renamed Lacazette the French Benteke because that's basically what he's turned into. He's turned into a guy who just can't hit a barn door. I mean, let's be honest here, right? Just before I answer that question, if Giroud had that chance that Lacazette had the other day, that's a goal. That's in the back of the net. That's a goal, yeah? So, you know, people can sit here and say Lacaz's out of confidence. It's this. I do actually not necessarily 100% blame him for his piss poor form, because if you have it right here, he played first 3 games and scored 3 goals. Our manager then decided, you know what, you're benched. Well, why did he do that? Then it was international break. Then he comes back and we had Man City. You're benched, and he put Willian up front at Man City. Since then, Laka looks disinterested. So I kind of get his low confidence in that respect. But at the same time, he ain't good enough for this football club, mate. This lad from Celtic, I don't know whether he's good enough, but from what I've seen, he looks quality, mate. He looks absolutely class. He's quick, left foot, right foot, headers. He's bagging goals. I know it's only the Scottish League, but you can only do what you can do in the league you're in. And he's ripping it, mate. So 30 million quid, why not? Why not? Listen, you got to look at Aston Villa's striker, yeah? Right. That guy is quality. They pay 33 million quid for him. The amount of people who raised an eyebrow and said, boy, 33 million for a championship player. He's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, hat-trick against Liverpool, 2 against us. You know, you got to look at some of these lower league teams and pick some players out here and there because they have got some good players.
Ollie Watkins is everything Arsenal fans for Eddie Nketiah
is everything Arsenal fans think Lacazette is. And he'll outscore both of them put together. It's mad.
Yeah. It's just, you know, I mean, I've got to admit, I watched that aouar on YouTube, and I thought he was the greatest player in Europe. You know what I mean? After watching 10 minutes of aouar on YouTube.
That's where everyone watched him, Claude, because nobody's watched him live. It's true, isn't it? How many people have watched him live? Second coming of Leo Messi.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, seriously. Like, I just look at it and I think it does. I think out of the squad of players we've got, and people always get this twisted when I say this, I think we're crap. Real talk. I think we're crap. I don't think the manager's any good. But out of that squad of players, we can pick an 11 that can get top 4.
Yeah.
With a proper manager.
This super chat. Claude, did you see Ty has made Arteta his bubble during lockdown as the only guy he can meet up with?
Where was Ty at the weekend? I didn't see him on the watch along.
I was waiting. I mean, I watched it the other night. I watched it the other day. I was waiting for him to come off the subs bench. Didn't you see my comment? Waiting for him to come off the subs bench.
I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it.
Oh, it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. Get William. You fuck William. Fuck this. Fuck William. Oh, Plant, Bellerin, get out of my cup. You're all fucking shit. All of you. All the shit. Next day, trust the process. Trust the process. I don't understand why people don't trust the process. Hold on a minute. 1 minute you're shouting everyone out, and then the next day you go, trust the process. Trust the process. What the hell is that all about? Jesus Christ. Okay.
Do you know what? I said something the other day that I'm just so happy. I just say what I see and I stick to what I say. Like people were sat on podcasts yesterday indirectly slagging me off. Yeah, I couldn't care less. Like when I see him sit there going, "Oh, flip flops." They want Arteta, Arteta sacked. They're a disgrace. They're a disgrace. The funny thing about it is, Claude, yeah, these people wanted Wenger out. They wanted Emery out. Yeah, but I'm a disgrace because I want this manager out.
Yeah.
They're hypocrites.
I know. He gets on one.
The funny thing is, most of them have a YouTube channel. They are so salty that I do this full time. It is mad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's all it is, because nobody watches their shit. It's mad.
That bloody Taggart gets on my nerves. Taggart.
Yeah. Oh shit! It's crazy, man. It's like, at the end of the day, who the fuck is anyone to tell you what you can and can't say about the football club? Like, that's how I see it. If you want the manager in, cool. If I don't, cool. I ain't stopping you wanting him in. Yeah, just because I want him out. I don't understand it all, mate. It's all for. It's a
great effort. Never have your lips done, mate. That's the great advert. Never have your lips done. Keep your lips as they are. Anyway, and and beam me up, Scotty. Yeah, I know.
It's true.
Right. Anyway, but as you say, the Man United game, right? It's a great result. Right, done the business, got the result, yeah. But see, on the one hand, you can't take that. You've got to look at the way we got that result, and you've got to look at the way we played on. It's no different. What we done on Wednesday, on Sunday against Aston Villa, was no real different to what we're doing against Manchester United. But then Villa exposed it.
But this is the thing. How
they had Grealish and Barkley. They didn't have Fred and Wilmer. That's what I'm trying to say. They had Grealish and Barkley. That's the difference.
Yeah, exactly. How can you go to Old Trafford? And do you know what? I've seen so many people say that was a great performance. Great performance. No, it wasn't a great performance. Yeah, it wasn't a great performance. It was a off the ball good performance. With the ball, we were shit at Old Trafford. And if we didn't get that penalty, we would have been coming out of there with a 0-0 draw with one shot on target from 30 yards from Thomas Partey. Without the ball, the setup I thought was cool. Yeah, they stayed in a line. They did their jobs. Cool. That side of it, yes, was great. But people were sitting there praising El Neni for running around in the 93rd minute, like closing people. Arsenal tweeted it.
El Niesta.
Yeah, mate, I'm not being funny. That's your job. Why are we praising this geezer for running around doing his job in the 91st minute? Ain't you paid to do that? Then we go and play against Aston Villa, and I think, okay, well, I'm not too disappointed with the team. It's not the team I would have picked, but it's the team that beat Man United. But now let's do it a different way. But we didn't. And I'm not being funny, mate, yeah?
I just got get this geezer out of my chat. I'm not having any of my guests insulted. Just
I don't know about that, mate. I get it every day.
Getting out. That's it. Out. Right.
If I had £1 for everyone who insulted me, Claude, I'd be a multi-millionaire. I'd be living in Port-a-Noose instead of California.
I wouldn't be sitting in this poxy room, that's for sure.
But no, what winds me up with it is like, you got Jack Grealish running at you. He's the most fouled player in the Premier League since Aston Villa have been here. Did we even touch him? And do you know what's funny? I've said this for years, mate, yeah? Watch every team. They go on Bellerin's side every time. Literally every time. Every time. Yeah. And the way he barged Bellerin, mate, yeah, you just had to laugh. I was sitting there pissing myself. It's like he just sent Bellerin back to Spain. Like, bosh, get out of the way. Yeah. Embarrassing. But the thing is, like, let me ask you this. Was you shocked by that result? Did you think that was a big shock? Because I didn't. I didn't expect it, but I wasn't shocked it happened.
You know what? Something funny enough, I was thinking that midfield that they got is a bit tasty. And it's very underrated, but people don't rate it as much. But it's very underrated. Their midfield is really tasty, mate. When they get going, and if they come, because I think what teams now do, now they see Arsenal and they come. This is our stage to perform, and they come and they perform. Right, next week Villa might not get the best out of Barkley and the other guy. But this time they came and performed because they were 4-0 down to Southampton, the week before.
Yeah. But, mate, they lost to Leeds. They lost to Leeds 3-0, didn't they? Or 3-1.
So I'm thinking, why are we playing this type of football when they're 4-0 down to Southampton? Why can't we look at what Southampton done to them instead of doing all this fucking carry on that we're doing? Yeah. Yeah. And when people start comparing, oh, what a great performance the Man United game. Well, I'll go back to 98 when we won 1-0. Look at that game, watch it, put the video on, and compare it to the fucking video you watched when we beat them 1-0 the other week. Compare it. Compare the performances. That's what was a great performance. That was what you call outplaying Man United on their own pitch. That's what you call.
And let's be real, they were a lot better team back in 98.
With these things like a brilliant, fantastic performance. No, great result. Not bad. You know what I'm saying? Compare it. Put the video on from 98. That's what you call a brilliant footballing performance. When Mark Overmars scored that goal in the second half. But anyway, what can you do?
And the thing is, we got Leeds United. We got Leeds next, Claude. Yeah. Does anyone expect us to beat Leeds United at their patch? They drew with City already this season. They scored 3 past Liverpool.
That might play into our hands because of the way Leeds play, actually.
That manager's clever as fuck, mate. He ain't going to come out playing football against us. Yeah, because that's what we're expecting him to do. We're all sitting there going, well, yeah, they're going to come and play football. We're doing them on the counter. He knows that we're going to think that. Yeah. So he's going to park the bus. And he's going to wait for us to shit ourselves and go for the win. And he'll do us on the break. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. They're going to park the bus against us because we're expecting them to come and have a go, and they ain't going to come and have a go. They're going to park the bus.
I heard someone the other day on the other channel saying that Arteta's only had 6 months. How do they work that one out? Because of the lock. But see what they do.
He's been here a year.
What they do, these idiots, they're clever. They try to put these 6 month stat because of the lockdown. But what they don't realise, that season was completed. So it doesn't matter whether that 6 months was then or after. He has completed 12 months because he completed the season.
Exactly.
So they always, he's only had 6 months because of the lockdown. Don't be.
Mate, I'll be straight up, Claude. Right? I'll be straight up honest. I have never seen such a fuckfest for a manager based off of absolutely no career in fucking management. Yeah, based on the fact he won an FA Cup. Well, on that basis, then should we go and get fucking Harry Redknapp as manager? Yeah, should we go and get Martinez as manager? It just winds me up. Yeah, and everyone goes, trust the process. What, has every football club not got a process then? Every single football club has some level of process that they're trying to achieve. Yeah, we're sitting here trying to copy a Liverpool process. Do people forget that Liverpool were one Steven Gerrard slip away from winning the league 18 months earlier before Klopp arrived? Yeah.
Yeah,
they got 100 goals that season and didn't win the league because Gerrard slips over, yeah? Right? 18 months later, Klopp comes in and it's, oh, yes, but look what Klopp did. I'm sick and tired of hearing people say, oh, compare it to what Klopp. Fuck that. Klopp had got to a Champions League final and won 2 league titles. Then people go, oh, but I'm not comparing them to Klopp or Liverpool. I'm just comparing the situation. Okay, why don't you compare the situation when Conte went into Chelsea and they were 10th, yeah? And he took them to title, yeah? Why don't you compare that then? Well, because that don't fit your narrative. Why don't you compare when Ranieri went to Leicester and made them win a league? Yeah. Why do we have to compare a long-term process? Yeah, it's because these people are fucking losers, mate. Yeah, loser mindset. They're Wenger fucking ingrained in their brain about, oh, everything's a process. No, we have waited 16 years to win a title.
All these words,
16 years to win a title. We're Arsenal Football Club. Yeah, go and get a proper manager that can win us a league. Ain't difficult. Ain't difficult. And people can sit there and say, oh, but the players this, the players that. We have got a set of 11 players in that squad that are good enough for this football club. Yeah, there's 11 out of that 30-man squad that are good enough to start week in, week out. He ain't playing them. Brendan Rodgers at Leicester has taken William Saliba's partner at St Etienne to the top of the table with the best defence in the league. We're pouncing around going, oh, William Saliba's not quite ready yet. He needs to have more. He needs to go out and have games. Well, how comes our manager's ready then? How comes he didn't have to go and learn his trade then? Yeah? Wind me up, mate. And then you got pricks sitting there saying, if you don't back him, you're fake. No, how about you're chatting shit? You're fake. Yeah?
Yeah, no, everyone's entitled. Look, no one is bigger than the club. You're entitled to how the club go. And I respect their opinion. Why am I fake? Because I don't
Claude, how does it stop them? How does it stop them backing the manager if you don't like him? Yeah, they're just all mouthy pricks, mate. Yeah, just because we don't back the manager, what's it fucking got to do with you?
The same thing, the same people like before. It's happened before. The same people will come out when we're really and they're in real shit. Oh, it's got to go now. It's got to go now.
Yeah, but then the answer to that, what they'll do is they'll go, but I backed him more than anyone. Fucking melt. Absolute melts. I've seen it with Ozil. I've seen people saying it about Mesut Ozil about, oh, but I stuck with him. But yeah, it is tough. But I was saying about Ozil 3 years ago, mate. Yeah? And I was getting dog's abuse every day about Ozil.
What about all this on the touchline now? All this shit on the touchline.
It's pathetic. I've seen this is the best one I've seen. Yeah, I have heard and seen people on YouTube on videos, right, saying, "Where was his coaching staff? Why weren't his coaches helping him?" Hello, he's the fucking manager. Yeah, he got this job because he's one of the best young managers in world football. Why does he need somebody to help him? Yeah, the excuses, Claude. I have never seen anybody, like you were Wenger out, I was Wenger out. Did anybody, when we were hyping Wenger out every week and getting abused to fuck, did any of these people say, yeah, but he's won 6 community shields? Nobody mentioned community shield, but this one, he's won 2 trophies.
That winds me up when they start calling that a trophy, mate.
It's pathetic. It's a charity game. Yeah, that's like calling a fucking Audi Cup a trophy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah? I never ever see any Wenger in say to me, but he's won the Community Shield. But this fucking suckfest for this manager is a disgrace. Yeah, do you know what? I can't wait for him to get sacked. Real talk. Yeah, because after these see you next Tuesdays that are sucking him off, yeah, might actually wake up to reality. And I'll tell you what, I said this the other day. They're not going to sack him yet, because if they sack him, it means they've admitted defeat, right? And they've bigged him up so much to be the next fucking Wenger or the next Pep that if they do sack him, they have to go and get a proper manager. Because if they want to go down the PR route again with the next guy, we're all just going to tell him bollocks. We heard it with Arteta. So they're going to keep him, right? We've got Leeds United, Wolves, Tottenham next 3 games. After that, we've got Man City in the Cup, I think. I think we've got Chelsea on Boxing Day. By Boxing Day, we're fucked. Trust me. Yeah, we are going to be so far behind. We're going to be right down the table. Yeah, and I said this months ago. By Christmas, most of these people are wanting him out. Yeah, I'm sticking with that. By Boxing Day, when we get piped by Chelsea, yeah, can you imagine Werner fucking running at Bellerin? Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. He couldn't keep up with fucking Grealish, let alone fucking Werner. Werner are leaving for dead. Yeah, it's mad. It's absolutely mad. And the thing is, when they all fucking turn and go, oh, yes, well, he needs to go now. Yeah, cool. Okay, mate. Okay. Do you know what I mean? It's just embarrassing, mate. Yeah, like I've never seen anybody get so much hype and so much backing. The cult of Arteta is worse than the Wenger one, mate. Yeah, at least Wenger actually won something for our football club. At least Wenger was good when he came here. At least Wenger was winning doubles and going unbeaten. What's this manager done to get all of this praise? Oh, but he's won an FA Cup. And Wenger won an FA Cup in 2017, beating the same teams along the way. Yeah, what changed since then? Fuck all. Yeah.
Do you know, I don't know, but this is under this manager as well, right? When we had the chance to get this guy from the Chelsea have got now. What's his? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Is it Zilic or Zilic? Oh,
Zilic, yeah, Zilic.
We had a chance, and we turned him down, right? And what we done, we went to go on Chelsea. You have him, and we'll take Willian off. You know, it's like saying, yeah, Chelsea, you have my. You have my iPhone 12, but give me your iPhone 4 back in return. You know what I'm saying? Mm. We are becoming a fucking retirement home for Chelsea now, and I'm getting sick of it now. If it ain't fucking Luiz, it's fucking it's this guy. And now it won't be surprised me if we'll get this other guy. We'll make it a 4-3.
We've had Gallas. Do you remember when Gallas was crying?
I'd be surprised to see Alonso crying. Don't be surprised to see that Marcus Alonso be joining us in January, mate. Don't be fucking surprised, mate. This is where we're going. This is where we're going. We are now becoming. It used to be West Ham used to be a retirement home for our players. Now we are becoming a retirement home for Chelsea players.
Do you remember when we signed Gallas? Do you remember when we signed Gallas and we gave them Ashley Cole and we gave Gallas the number fucking 10, the number 10? You've given him Bergkamp's number. And then he sat on the halfway line crying like a bitch. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. You missed a super chat, by the way, from Randy Viper.
Where is it? We're in.
I don't know if it's still. I don't know if you can pull it back together.
Bloody hell! Where are my office staff this morning? Where are they?
That's all right. I can see it anyway. It says Lee. There you go. Have a debate with Terry. He's not as bad as the Canadian fraud. The whole team. And Arteta is bad. Terry's sound. I get on very well with Terry. And I've told Terry I'll happily go on whenever he wants me, unless that kid's on there, because I ain't going on against and talking to that kid. I am boosting that kid up. And I don't want to be associated with him. I don't want people to associate me and him. No. When he knows who fucking Graham Rix is, and and when he knows that Van Persie didn't come through the academy, maybe we'll have the conversation. Yeah, but until then,
you missed there. There was a star-studded lineup last night. You missed on another channel. There was a very star-studded lineup he was involved in. Let's have a look. Arteta's what's this? Arteta has the worst first 28 than Ollie's last 28 games. Facts.
He also has in that 28 games, right? Check this out, yeah. I see somebody do the comparison yesterday, right? And this is another thing. Oh, but you can't compare Emery's first 28 games because Emery went on a winning run. Okay then, fucker. We'll compare his last 28, which makes Arteta's stats look even fucking worse. And Emery was at his worst at that time. It's mad. It's crazy. Bro, Arteta, yeah. This time last season, after 8 games, Yeah, I think we were sat second or third in the table. We'd lost one game. One game. We're now sat all the way down there in 11th, having lost 4 games. And people want to sit there and go, oh, but it's part of the process. The manager that they were taking the piss out of in training, the manager that kept saying good evening and everyone was taking a piss out of his accent, got a better tune out of these players. In fact, not even all of these players. Some of them weren't even here. He had a worse squad.
Oh, yeah.
And got a better tune out of them. Why is that? Because tactically he's fucking levels above Arteta. Yeah? Tactically he's levels above Arteta. Look what he's doing at Villarreal. He's second in the table, mate. Yeah, second in. They've lost 1 game this season. And that was to Barcelona. Yeah, Unai Emery's levels above this manager. And people can sit there and go, oh, but he's not. Okay, come back to me when he wins 3 Europa Leagues then. Yeah, with the Spanish equivalent of West Ham. Yeah, come back to me when he's done that. Because until then, nobody can tell me Arteta's better than Emery. It's based on absolute bollocks. It's based on bollocks.
Well, one's won 3 Europa Leagues already, 3 European trophies.
You can take his PSG trophies out, cool, because I can win the league with PSG.
By fucking Olympiacos. And this guy, the other one's won 3 European trophies. You know,
exactly.
At the end of the day, I wasn't his biggest fan when he was here. But you know what? Now I'm starting to feel right. That was more down to the players than him in a way.
It is the players. Mate, did you see the way they down tools in that final? It's a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Yeah, all walking around like it was nothing. Yeah, embarrassing, mate. Absolutely embarrassing.
The players will eventually get this guy out as well, because I think as soon as he's not picking them and all this crap and all this,
mate, did you seriously think Aubameyang wants to play left wing all season when he's running around? He was in our box more time than he was in their box. That's the first time ever in the Premier League he's not had a shot. He's not had a shot. We're at home to Villa. He's not had a shot.
Yeah. And you think he's come from Guardiola, and he's come from the working under Guardiola and picking up tips from Tony Pulis. I don't understand it.
Mate, I've renamed him the Tapas Pulis. It's the Tapas Pulis. Yeah, sick and tired of it. In fact, that's probably doing a discredit to Pulis, because at least Pulis's teams used to go and have a go off set pieces. Do you know what I mean? Go and get Sam Allardyce. We'd be doing better. Big Sam would sort us out. Yeah, he wouldn't be scared to drop Bellerin. He wouldn't be scared to drop that French Benteke up front. He wouldn't be scared to put Aubameyang up front. And this is what winds me up. If we go and get a proper manager, mate, Aubameyang's through the middle. Yeah? And worst way is if he ain't through the middle, they'll build a team to get the most out of him from the left wing. Yeah? Mate, how have we gone to 8 at the back against Villa when we're 2-0 down? How is that even a thing? Yeah, I don't get it, mate. I genuinely don't understand it. 8 at the back, we're 2-0 down.
Down, Lee. You don't want to be, he wants to keep the score down. No, but it's the see. This is what I'm trying to say. This job, right? I'll say it again. When you appoint this is one of the biggest clubs in football, yeah, in England, yeah. History-wise, probably the 3rd biggest club in England, yeah, history-wise. Can't argue against that. What do? You do not, especially when the club is in the state it was. You don't employ someone that's never managed before.
Exactly.
I don't get it. I just don't understand it. Because his attitude is he thinks he's coming in. He's perfect for Stoke or Everton or
Burnley.
Yeah, he's perfect for them. You know, go into Burnley. We'll make sure we can shut up shop against the big team.
Yeah, we'll keep them up. We'll keep Burnley up.
As long as we'll keep them mid-table. It's the same thing.
It's a joke. And the thing is, Claude, right? Like I've said a few times, we have got an 11 within that squad to play decent attacking football, but also be solid defensively. You can put Saliba in. Why can't we see Saliba? Wesley Fofana is smashing it for Leicester. He's the same age, from the same league, from the same team as Saliba played in. Why is Saliba not playing games? Why do I have to keep staring at that fucking dopey clown, yeah, Rob Holding? Why do I have to keep looking at him fucking up? Why do I have to keep looking at him covering Zoolander at right back? Yeah, it's a disgrace. Then you could put Maitland-Niles at right back, who can actually defend. Yeah, put Tierney at left back and put Gabriel. But then people go, oh, but the average age of that back four is 21. And then you go Partey, Willock, yeah, or Partey, Ceballos, whichever one. Yeah, then you can put Saka at number 10. When Martinelli's back, you put Martinelli left wing, you put Pepe on the right, you put Aubameyang up front. You've now got a proper defence that's physical, that ain't going to get bullied. Yeah, they're going to have a go. You've got genuine crossing threats down the right and the left. You've got decent attacking forwards, and you've got a proper banger in the box. Yeah, but you've still got your Thomas Partey and your Willock or Thomas Partey, whoever in midfield. Yeah, so without the ball, your wingers are getting back. Everyone's tucking in, but you're a threat going forward. This guy, he just sits there and goes, nah, what I'll do is I'll play my son, Bellerin. I'll play him. I'll tell you what I'll do as well. I'll play one of the best left backs in the league at fucking centre back. Yeah, what's that all about? Would Jose Mourinho play Tierney at centre back?
No.
Exactly. Would Klopp play him at centre back? No. Would Pep play him at centre back? No. Would Brendan Rodgers? No.
You've got to stay part of the process, I suppose. Part of the process. I mean,
it's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic, right?
No one will quit. You know what? I'll tell you something now. I don't care what you say. This was Emery doing this now. Everyone will be going absolutely fucking mental. But because he's the next Arsenal so-called legend, I don't even think he is a legend, to be honest with you.
He was a panic guy.
Right, so-called ex-Arsenal player. Oh, it's different then. It's different.
But they did this deliberately, Claude, this club. They looked at Man United with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and they went, fucking hell, even though they were on a bad run before Christmas. Do you remember when we signed this manager, Man United were in free fall in terms of results. They hadn't won in 5 or 6 or whatever it was, yeah? How many Man United fans were really on Ole's case, though? Not many. It's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's a club legend, yeah? Arsenal are very smart in what they've done. They've decided to go out there and go and get a manager that played for the club, that's going to have more of an affiliation with the club, that fans are going to go, cool. Basically, what the process means is we all lower our fucking expectations because you're telling us to wait 4 years. Fuck your 4 years. We want it now. We've waited 16 years. Yeah. And anyone who's prepared to wait 4 years for an imaginary process not to come through, yeah, sorry, you're all part of the issue. You're all part of the issue because you've accepted this for 16 years. Now you're accepting more of their bullshit with a PE teacher as a fucking manager. Oh, but he looks good on the touchline, doesn't he? He talks a good game. Yeah. It's all well and good talking a good game. Back it up. Aubameyang, if I'm Aubameyang, I'm knocking on his door and going, yo, I'm starting up front against Leeds. Yeah. And if you ain't starting me up front against Leeds, fuck off, I'm on strike. Yeah. One of the best strikers in Europe, mate.
Do you think this is another fault of his as well? You know, he keeps instructing his players on the touchline. Sometimes let them do what they, not keep going on and telling them what to do. Do you think that's another big fault? I see that a lot on the touchline. He's telling them too much.
Yeah, maybe. Emery went through that phase at the beginning. Pass here, pass there. Ramsey, pass to Mickey, pass to... And it makes them think, fucking hell, can I just play football, mate?
Yeah.
Emery had that for a bit. He stopped doing it in the end, but maybe he should have carried on. But it might have kept him his job. But let's have it right here, Claude, right? They pulled the trigger on Emery way too quick. Yeah, when you look back at it now, yeah, he finished 5th with Mkhitaryan, Cech, Iwobi, Jenkinson, Koscielny, and Monreal. Oh, and Welbeck. He finished 5th with that. And got the Europa League final. Actually, he had El Neni as well. He got to the Europa League final and finished 5th with that. And then people want to sit there after he lost 3 games. Yeah. 3 games out of 13. Well, we've lost 4 out of 8. Yeah. Sack him. Cool. Yeah. I wanted him out at that point. But I also said, if I'd known we were getting this guy, I would have kept him. And when you look at it now, it's like, hang on, how did you actually sack him that quick? When you look back at it, it's mad. Oh, but we were having a free fall from the season before and this and that. Okay, well, we were still scoring goals. We were still winning games. He's still got a better record than this manager, and this manager's got a better team. I don't get it. And I'll tell you something now, yeah. I think the defensive records between the two of them ain't too far apart. I think in the first 28 games, I think Emery's conceded 7 goals more. Yeah, so he ain't the defensive tactician that every fucker thinks he is he? Yeah.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that any. I mean, so if now, how would you do it now? If we're coming back, now, going forward, right? What would your answer be? Oh, and it's another super chat.
I'd sack him. I'd sack him now, right now.
Right. Hey guys, great stream. Just a couple of questions, Lee. Do you no longer appear on AFTV? And to both of you, should we buy aouar? Aouar.
Aouar. No, I don't go on there anymore, buddy. I've decided to concentrate on my own channel. And I don't even want aouar. I'm sick of hearing his name. Yeah, just on that basis. Don't want him. Don't want him. I've seen so many people say aouar, 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 aouar. How many have watched 2 games of him?
There's another guy, I can't put it begins with S, but I can't pronounce his name properly. They think he's his
name is Slobberschlei.
It's cheaper, but he said he's
decent, to be fair. I know I've actually watched him play quite a few times. He's decent. This aouar guy, massively overhyped at 60 million quid, probably come in and flop. Yeah. The one we should be getting if we want creativity plays for Aston Villa and gave us the fucking runaround at the weekend. Yeah, that's the one we should be getting. Jack Grealish, go and sign him. Yeah, but they won't. And let's be real, if he comes to our team, he'd probably have no creativity because they wouldn't allow him to fucking run the game.
If it was up to you, right? So you were running the things. What would you then? You say you put aubameyang down the middle, yeah?
Yeah.
Would you go like? Would you just have? Would you change the formation now because and play 2 up front and with like someone off aubameyang?
No, I'd go 4-3-3.
Yeah,
and I'd go. You see how Liverpool do their 4-3-3? They haven't actually got a number 10 as such.
Yeah, we haven't. Well, it's to the bellerin.
No, but well, yeah. No, but the point is, in midfield, they've got Henderson. They've got Wijnaldum and they've got Fabinho. None of them score goals, yeah? But they're all solid in midfield. We could go with Willock, although he's not the greatest. Willock, Partey, and then put Saka just in front. Saka will give you a driving force going forward. He can feed the ball out to Pepe and Martinelli and to Aubameyang. That front 4, or front 3, sorry, with them 3 tucked behind them, I think that's miles better than what we've got now. Yeah, and then if you go with Maitland-Niles at right back instead of fucking the humanitarian. Did you know the humanitarian we've got a right back, Arteta's son, yeah? Did you know he's got a stake in Forest Green Rovers? He bought a stake in them, yeah? That's about his level. Why don't he fuck off to them? I'll even drive him.
Eh?
I'll even drive him.
He won't go, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can plant some trees for him. Oh, I'm such a nice human. Yeah, eat a fucking burger, mate. Yeah.
Oh, you're allowed to have another interest in another club then. I didn't know you're allowed to do that. But
yeah, he owns a stake in Forest Green Rovers.
I didn't know you're allowed to do that if you're playing for another club.
Thank you, Jack. Appreciate that, mate.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you.
It's mad. It's crazy, mate. It's unbelievable. Don't even listen to Lee. Claude does listen to me, didn't you, Claude?
No. You know what? I get really upset, right, when people say I'm a BTEC Lee Gunner.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Listen, you get so much disrespect. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's fucking mad. Yeah,
I'm my own person. Lee's his own person.
Exactly.
And believe it or not, we don't agree on everything. Yeah.
Nope.
We've had, always agreement. So that's a lot of bullshit saying I'm a BTEC.
Yeah, there's a good comment in your thing here. It says, "Why is Lee always angry all the time?" I'm not angry all the time, mate. It's 24 degrees in Spain today, and it's beautiful sunshine.
That's why.
When we're talking about Arsenal, I'm passionate, mate, which is why I get wound up. Yeah. Off this, when I'm not talking about Arsenal, I'm chilling, bruv.
Saka's on the left wing. He's experienced playing the. So yeah, you know what? I agree with Lee. I would like to see Pepe on one side and Saka on the other, and Aubameyang down the middle. Let's go for it, man. Let's go for it.
Aubameyang played for Borussia Dortmund 10 games. 10 on the left wing. He only played about 40 on the right wing. He played over 200 games for them. Most of them were up front. Yeah. Oh, but he can't hold the ball up. Well, can that fucking midget we've got up front hold the ball up? Because every time I see him running back towards our own goal to get the ball, he falls over, rolls around, waving his arms. Yeah, then you put a sitter on the... You stick a fucking nice cross into the box and man's missing sitters. Yeah, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. Big up Floz in the chat. He says, Lee, you need to eat some burgers. Bulk up. Bruv, I'm not playing right back for Arsenal Football Club.
Where is Flo?
I'm not playing for Arsenal Football Club at right back. Bellerin needs to eat a couple of burgers, bruv.
I thought I saw something. Oh, look at this. What's this? This can't be right.
Nah, come on. if it's got a tick next to it, it is because it's verified. If it ain't, it's snide. It's a snide anyway. We already know that.
No, but on YouTube, would they have a tick next to it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's verified.
Hey?
It'd have a little black tick next to it.
What, on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's not. So that's how you can tell the difference, mate.
Bloody
people have got time, though, haven't they? These people are bored, mate. I know lockdown's in full flow and all that, but come on, mate. You got time. You got time, boy.
Need to bring back Ganosaurus.
Bring him back.
I think he'd have done better than that Bellerin the other night. That's for sure. I think he moved Bellerin. At least he would have actually put Grealish off and Jesus. Do you know? Mate, I didn't think. What was one foul committed against Grealish the other night?
I don't think it was. I genuinely can't remember, mate. I didn't see one. I didn't see it.
Did you notice that Ollie Watkins? It is Ollie Watkins, isn't it?
Yeah.
He said, 2 at my ground. He said, 2 at my ground.
Yeah.
Notice that.
My playground. My playground.
He's a big Arsenal fan, isn't he?
Yep.
Big Arsenal fan.
Right, mate, we do this all the time.
How did we not see him? We're sticking around with Eddie and Lacazette.
We're too busy poncing around with trusting a process that don't exist, mate.
You know what it is? It's all this friends. I was friends with you at the club when I was a player, so as a manager, I think I'll be your mate as well. That's what it is. That's why Mustafi's been offered a new contract. Can you believe that? Mustafi's been offered a new contract.
But this is the thing. When people say trust the process, Claude, when people say trust the process, what you mean the process that begged Granit Xhaka to stay at this football club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? If that was Don, rest in peace, Don Howe, right? But that was in the Don Howe. Do you remember when I can remember there was, and this was a youth cup game. Boothroyd, he threw his shirt in front of him. He was walked off. He never played for the club after. He threw his shirt. He was out of the club. I think it was Boothroyd. He threw his shirt down in front of Don Howe and never played for the club.
Mate, if that was George Graham, would he have got a game ever again for us, do you reckon? Proper managers, mate. We're talking old school managers here. Can you imagine George Graham? Tony Adams would have kicked the fucking shit out of him, and Steve Bold.
He wouldn't get the captaincy back, that's for sure. To give him the captaincy.
But could you imagine? You go into the dressing room after that, yeah? Steve Bold and Tony Adams would have him up by the throat, mate. Yeah? Come on, seriously. And our manager's sitting there begging him to stay. Oh, please stay, Granit. Oh, please. No. Dog shit footballer. Not good enough. And we're begging this guy to stay. Now we're begging Mustafi, oh, have another contract. Why? I don't get it, mate. And then people are sitting there. I see people sat there last night going, oh, he needs another transfer window to get his own squad. Yeah? To get his own squad.
Oh, yeah, Flo. You're my Flo.
No, I'm just partial to not listening to bullshit, mate.
He's a good guy, Flo. He's a good guy.
He's funny as fuck, isn't he?
He's the trouble with Flo, because he lives in Australia. He rings me up at 5 to 1 in the morning. Luckily, I'm still up, but he's all right. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Great guy. Love his coffee. Love your coffee machine, though.
Hey, mate, his gaff is mad. His house is mad.
But you know what? He's worked for that. He's worked hard for that.
You can't knock him. Can't knock him.
I love that. I love that. What he's done, and he was telling me the whole story and how he's built everything up. And amazing.
Yeah, man.
getting his own house built. He funded the way he got his house built himself.
Mate, I remember he was sending me videos of the process. The process. He was sending me videos from start to finish. It's mad. It's mad. It looks sick. But fair play to him, mate. Fair play. You got a super chat here from Daniel. It says, "Hope you guys are doing well." Claude,
where is it? Oh,
yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. It's nice and sunny today in Spain. It was a bit cloudy yesterday, a bit overcast. But today it's lovely. Beautiful.
So let me have a look.
It's beautiful. Would you take Grealish at Arsenal? Do the Bears shit in the woods, mate? Like real talk. You don't need to spam the chat either, mate. It's a quick fire way to get blocked.
Hey, what's that?
Somebody just spamming your chat with the same question. It's not being nasty or anything, but just don't spam the chat, mate.
Oh yeah, I had that the other day. Someone trying to advertise his program, his fucking show on my I didn't take him out. Someone else took him out. But
mate, I've blocked anyone from putting links in my channel. Yeah. So the amount of people that try and do that, they try and put a link in your channel of their video in the hope because you get views that your people are going to bounce to their video. You ain't doing that off me, mate. I've worked fucking hard for my channel. You ain't boosting off me. Yeah. I'll help you out if you want to shout out and stuff like that. Don't become
let me answer that. I think I know what the answer is.
I've just said that. I mean, yeah, I did a bear shit in the woods.
No.
Would you say agree? Yeah, the bear shit in the woods.
All right.
It's mad. It's mad. But we ain't going to go and do anything, mate. We're gonna penny pinch in January. We'll probably get rid of Kolasinac, maybe. Yeah, and that'll be about it.
So yeah, I don't know what we could have got him a few more years ago, and he would have been cheaper. I remember Tottenham could have got him for 40, 35 million.
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah.
We don't.
He's a top.
Who does the scouting at Arsenal? But we seem to look at players that I don't know. There's no. We missed out on Kante. We've missed out on players like that. And I'm thinking to myself, what? How do we miss out these players?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what? The reason Chelsea are the force they are now, and have been over the years, because of us. We've made them. We've made Chelsea force. Because look, Ashley Cole, all these players, we've made Chelsea the force they are. We have, but by letting them have players when we should have got them as well.
You got a super chat there from Randy Viper. Says, guys, hit the like button.
Where is it?
Okay. He says, I love Claude and Lee for being real as fuck. Thank you, mate. Listen, there's no point fucking being fake, mate. Yeah. What's it going to do? All you're going to do is look like an absolute see you next Tuesday when it all goes sour. Yeah. And if the milk goes sour, I ain't the kind of pussy that's going to drink it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't happening.
No, we got.
Yeah,
look,
I'd rather keep to.
I'd rather be real than join the sheep. But there is
exactly. You know, say it as it is.
If I want to join the sheep, I find a nice farm somewhere in the country and I go and join them. But not. I'm not going to be on fucking social media. That's for sure.
Thing is, Claude, yeah. What you get out of being fake? What you get out of that? You just look like a cunt.
A few quid in your pocket and a few more retweets and
exactly
views and a hat in your own hat with.
I'd rather stick to what
hat with your
the amount of abuse I've had, Claude, yeah, from saying Arteta out before he even got the job. Yeah. To be fair, I'm sticking to it. I don't want him. I never wanted him. Yeah, but guess what? I ain't going to change my tune just because a couple of people don't like what I've got to say. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, because it ain't stopping you supporting him. Yeah, if you want to support your manager, cool, good luck to you. I ain't. And if you're so butthurt and so aggy that I don't rate him, like, sort your life out. Like, really, why does it affect you so much what I've got to say about him? I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. People genuinely get so wound up I don't rate Arteta. Well, good, because they ain't stopping anytime soon. And when you all come on board, yeah, I'll highlight your hypocrisy. Why don't we go for Bruno? That would have been the perfect signing for Arsenal. Like, he is everything Ozil fangirls think Ozil is. He is a fucking good player, that Bruno.
Oh, don't worry. We've got Smith Rowe. He'll be coming.
Oh dear, he can't even get in a match day squad. What's that all about? least Emery used to play him.
Hey,
He looked good under Emery.
Xhaka's the reason Xhaka's now playing is because of Emery as well.
Yeah, mate, we should have had Jose, man. It still fucking pains me seeing him at that long.
What's this now? It's from Flo. It's a super chat from Flo. Thank you very much. Our board said after interviewing, and they felt he was too arrogant and demanding. That says a lot of our board and the ambitions. No, yes, man. Well, they've got Puppet now, haven't they? I mean, they've got a Puppet now in charge, haven't they? So they've got.
Well, let's be real as well, Claude. Edu's a fucking puppet. Yeah. Vinay's a puppet. They're all puppets. They're all puppets. There's not one of them between them three that's got a fucking Scooby what they're doing.
Yeah.
They ain't got a clue. They ain't got a Scooby what they're doing, mate. And it just, listen, if you want to back the manager, good luck to you. Yeah. I backed my football team for 90 minutes on match day. And I used to do it. Claude, we were at the games. Yeah. We didn't like half the players that Wenger put out on the pitch. We were still going every week. Yeah. You can actually be manager out and still go and support your team. Yeah. Whether you rate half the players or not, that's your football club. Yeah. We used to travel all up and down the country watching this fucking team get piped by Wenger, under Wenger at Anfield and City and all these places. Yeah. So just because we don't rate a manager, don't mean you can't still support your team. Because as soon as you put your get a ticket in that turnstile, you leave everything outside and you go, fuck it, I'm here to support the boys now. Yeah. Same on match day, even now we can't go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't rate half of the players that he picks every week. Yeah. As soon as that game starts, we're supporting Arsenal. Yeah. Before and after, I'll say what the fuck I want. If people don't like it, suck out.
That's I paid 30 quid now for 2 home games. See no goals. 4 conceded. Yeah. That's it. 2 defeats. We've not even scored in 2 home games. We haven't scored. We scored 1 goal.
We haven't scored a goal from open play since Sheffield United.
Do we score from open play? That's
Sheffield United. That was how many games ago?
No, is that right? From open play?
Yep.
You're kidding me?
No, Sheffield United.
Who did we play before Leicester then? Was it Sheffield? No, what?
Before Leicester, I think it was Sheffield United, wasn't it?
It was away.
I can't remember.
It was Man City, wasn't it? Was it Man City?
Yes.
That's why we didn't score there. Yeah, you're right, because they were mad. Because you had Liverpool, then Sheffield United, and Man City, didn't we? Yeah, that's
over 6 hours since we last scored a goal from open play.
And even the goal we scored at Liverpool was a gift, wasn't it?
Remember. And he miskicked it. He mishit it as well, didn't he? You got a couple of super chats back there, mate. From Daniel, he says, we funding Ziyech's Chelsea deal by getting William.
I can't say, one minute.
Well, we're taking 100 odd grand off their wage bill by doing it, haven't we?
Is it this one?
Yeah, it's all right. I've read the one above anyway, mate. There was one above. I've read that as well. But yeah, that one. Go on, mate.
Next summer will be big and show the real intentions. I keep hearing this every fucking summer. I keep hearing every summer. Next summer, this. Wait till next.
You know what? He does make a very good point in that. He says because so many players will be off the wage bill, and it'll show if they've got any ambition. But I've seen a lot of people saying this, right? And I think a lot of people are getting to the point where they're like, oh, actually, maybe we suck it up for a year and then they go big. Let me tell you something. I don't want to put a fucking needle in your balloon, mate, or a pin in your balloon. Yeah. And I'm sure Claude and myself appreciate you being on and watching. Bruv, that ain't happening. That is not happening. They will go out there and buy a couple of players next summer and that's it. Yeah, that'll be it. Don't forget, we've got the superstar mincing off the wage bill, 350 grand a week.
He's gone. Yeah.
Mustafi will be out of contract.
He's got Lacazette will be down with 1 year. So
yeah, Mustafi will be out of contract.
Will he be stalling there? Saying,
Socrates will be out of contract. Mustafi, Ozil. There's another one. I can't remember who the other one is. Can't remember, but there's another one.
Socrates will be off.
But people keep saying this about next summer. It ain't happening. This is Arsenal. Ain't happening. They ain't going to go and spend loads of money. They ain't going to go and do 200 million.
It's bellerin off the wage bill as well.
Fucking needs to be. He's on 116 grand or 114 grand a week. It's a joke. Absolute disgrace, mate. I can't believe we pay that geezer to play football.
And what do you call it? Who else is there? There's there's a few there. I think there's going to be a lot of them. That means we have to. He's got no choice but to get players now in, because he can't argue about that.
He won't. What he'll do is he'll put Pablo fucking Marie in the team. Another wasted signing. Or why did we buy him? 13 million quid. Why? We got Cedric. We gave him a contract on loan when he was injured, and then gave him a 4-year deal before he kicked a fucking ball. Like, who made that decision? It's unbelievable. And it wouldn't surprise me one bit if Mustafi does sign a new contract at this club, so he don't go. So he'll still be on the wage bill. Yeah, so then the only one who could be leaving is probably Socrates and Ozil. Wouldn't surprise me. That's how we roll at this club. But I blame the fans. I genuinely do. If the fans collectively had more of a voice and actually said it as it is and demanded more, we'd be better. Chelsea fans don't take this bollocks. Chelsea sacked Di Matteo and he won them fucking 2 trophies in 26 games.
Yeah, because they can see ahead.
With the manager after 26 games going, oh, but he's got a better record than fucking, oh, he's got the best defence, and oh, we're unbeaten in 2020. Remember that one?
Yeah, we're Di Matteo. Yeah, but see, they're very clever, Chelsea, and they're not stupid. With Di Matteo, they could see he wasn't running. It was John Terry running. He was just there as a fucking face. John Terry and all the others were running things, and the players were running things, yeah? When Di Matteo was in charge. That's where people can tell that they needed to change, even if he did win that trophy. But the thing is with them, they don't mess about. If you get fifth, you're out.
If Lampard don't get top 4 this season, he's gone. That's a given. Yeah. Even if he wins the league in the next couple of years, at some point they will sack him. Yeah, we're sitting there going, oh, we got to trust the process. It's a 4-year process. Fucking get in the bin. We've been waiting 16 years to win a league title, and all we do is sit there and laugh at everybody else. Yeah, why? Because our fans are the worst fans on the planet.
I know that Ollie's been like the Undertaker, isn't he? Like the Ollie, fucking in out, shake it all about.
There's a guy on your Periscope. I just want to answer his question real quick. He says, blame the fans, lol. Who buys the players? Well, let me tell you something, Sonny. Afternoon to you, mate. Let me tell you something, yeah? You see, when we're sitting there accepting Granit Xhaka and accepting Mustafi, and we're not demanding better, we're not all hammering them on social media, hammering the club on social media. We're not voting with our feet at football matches, yeah? That is accepting it. Chelsea don't do that. Chelsea stick it on their managers. I remember Rafa Benitez's first game for Chelsea as manager. Yeah, he played Man City at Stamford Bridge. The whole stadium booed him when he came out because they didn't fucking want him as manager. Yeah, and eventually, guess what? At the end of that season, he went after winning them the Europa League. Yeah, but they got rid of him because the fans didn't want him. Our fans go, oh, yes, Granit. Oh, you told us all to piss off, but you can come back. Yeah, well done, Granit. Oh, he's been brilliant. He's got 94% pass accuracy. Yes, it's all fucking backwards. It's mad.
I don't know if I missed this chat as well. UCL winners in 3 years. Cheer up. What a joke of a club. Flo.
Yeah. So for us to win the Champions League in 3 years, right? For us to win that, we have to qualify for it this season.
Yeah.
Because then that would be the 3rd year, wouldn't it? The following year. We ain't winning that. No chance.
No.
And I'll tell you something now. If he don't get top, well, he should be sacked anyway. Yeah. If he don't get top 4, he won't be sacked, and our fans will lap it up and go again. And that is the problem for me. The expectations of this football club have been lowered and lowered and lowered and lowered. And the fans just lap it up because it's, oh, we're part of the Arsenal family. Yeah, let me tell you something, right? If you're getting your house repossessed today, will the fucking Arsenal family drum up the 100 grand you need to pay the mortgage off? No, they won't, will they? It's not your fucking family, are they?
There's a good point. Everyone compares Klopp and Arteta, but at least when Klopp was building, he built his attack first and style of play. He didn't park the bus.
And not only that, Klopp had won 2 titles. So if we want to go down the route of comparing, go and get a manager who's won 2 titles and got a Champions League final. Then people go, oh, but I'm just comparing the situation. Why don't you compare it to Conte at Chelsea? He took over a team that finished 10th. He won the fucking league. Yeah? Why don't we do that? Oh, because that means we have to do it now and it's instant and he'll be under pressure, yeah? Yeah, it's pathetic. Let's wait another 4 years for fuck all to happen about process. There is no process. The only process is this club are PRing it and marketing it so well and millions of them are lapping it up. It's pathetic. Non-negotiable. Yeah, all right, Mikel. Yeah, what's non-negotiable is your shit tactics, mate. Yeah? Putting our best striker on the fucking left wing and in our penalty box more than theirs. Lacazette, the other day, was basically playing as a fucking third centre-back for Villa. He was just a statue standing next to Tyrone Mings. It was fucking pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Non-negotiable. Oh, we're building a different culture at the club. Then you got Bellerin coming out after Liverpool saying, well, it's normal to lose to Liverpool. Normal to lose to Liverpool. Really? Villa piped 7 past them, mate. What are you talking about?
Exactly. I know. I'm saying this. They don't care, man. They don't care.
But it's the problem. When the fans raise their expectations and demand success and demand better, instead of sitting there buying into some fake bullshit process that don't exist, yeah, just because it's fashionable. Oh, trust the process. When somebody tells me what the process is, I'll consider trusting it. And if it involves Bellerin, Xhaka, Laka, Kolasinac, Mustafi, and Arteta, not for me. Not for me. Not for me. But there we go.
Anyway, Lee, I think we've done this today. Any more thoughts? Have you got any more thoughts about the weekend? Any particular player that stood out for you at the weekend? Any team that stood out for you the weekend?
Ziyech, Grealish. That's about it, really. Gabriel Jesus' goal was quality against Liverpool. But yeah, man, other than that, nah, man. Just same old Arsenal crap. Expectations being lowered every day. And if you don't trust the manager and you want to get him out, you're deluded, apparently. Yeah, okay, mate. Yeah, I'm going to give him one more game. And if he don't play Aubameyang up front, I heard that one yesterday. If he don't play Aubameyang up front, I'm done with him. 20 minutes later, oh, I wouldn't sack him. Well, you're not done with him then, are you?
Tell us what's coming up on your shows in the week. You got anything lined up this week for?
I am gonna. I suppose I better put this Mac on before it dies. I'm gonna go live in about half hour, 40 minutes. I've got. What else have I got coming up this week? I don't even know, mate. Just the standard three streams a day. Because yeah, man, that's how we roll. 3 a day.
You have to get us all back on like last week. That was a good show last week. I enjoyed that being on your show.
Yeah, man. Yeah. If everyone's available, we'll do it again this week.
Yeah, because that was really good. I really enjoyed that. And yeah, so no member streams coming up. Member streams.
I do need to do a couple of member streams. I ain't done one for ages, so yeah, I do need to do them. It's finding the time, Claude. I'm busy. But yeah, I will get them done. I will get them done.
The real guy, not the B-Tech one like me, the B-Tech league gunner. This is the real one.
Shut up. What are you chatting about?
Listen, take care, mate. Thank you so much for coming on.
No, thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate it. Bring up everyone in the chat as well.
Hopefully next week, back next week, if you can make it. I'll be.
Yeah, man. All day long.
Because I know, judging by the people in here today, there's another record audience for a chat show. So that's good, man. I'm really pleased to have you on. Yes. What can I say? Thanks for everyone that's come in the chat today. I'll be back tomorrow. Guess who I got on tomorrow? He's phoned me up. He wants to come on. The man that cost me the final last year in the Blood Brothers Trophy. Curtis Shaw.
Go on, Curtis.
5 yards. And we know what happened then.
He's Arteta out, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Arteta out. So we're going to have another day of Arteta out, right? So,
yay!
So Curtis Shaw joins me tomorrow, but at the earlier time because he's got so much work on. At 10:30 tomorrow morning. So be up early, get your alarm clocks up, Curtis Shaw is on tomorrow. Yeah, Curtis Shaw. And hopefully sometime in a week, I'm going to have Daniel back on as well. Because Daniel, I thought the last time he came on, spoke a lot of sense, and is quite a nice chatty guy who knows his stuff as well. So hopefully Daniel, the blind winner, will be on later on in the week. So it's lockdown. It's lockdown. So there's nothing much more to talk about than have these chat shows. Lee, once again, thank you very much, and have a great day, everyone. And Lee, enjoy the lockdown.
Arteta out.
Enjoy the lockdown. Cheers.